Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I wanted to talk about what's happening in the auto sector. Rupesh said this is something interesting that a lot of you might be interested in. Not that a lot of you are planning to buy cars. I hope you're not planning to buy cars right now. There are a huge stockpile of cars. All our huge car manufacturers, from Tatas to Kia to Hyundai to Maruti, they all seem to be struggling with old dead stock sitting on their doorstep. So are they going to offer discounts? No, they don't seem to be going to be offering discounts. If anything, they're threatening that prices are going to go up. So if you want to get a car, it is better that you lock it in at a cheaper price now than holding out and seeing prices go up. Why are the prices going up? Well, the prices are going up to a multiple number of reasons. One is inflation, which is natural tendency to push prices up. Next, the trade war, which is happening with US and China. We're being affected thanks to steel prices in India. They seem to be going on an uptick. This consolidated with all the trouble in our economy, this K-shaped recovery which Anand's been talking about, has led to the situation where car prices are going up. This means that there's a lot of stock left in these companies and they're not able to sell them because right now in the market there seems to be no demand. This is not only true for IC engines, this is also true for electric vehicles, and electric vehicles has its own set of problems which I will talk about in a bit. But what do we do at this point of time as an investor? Well, as an investor, what I can tell you is this pain is going to be there for some time to come in the auto sector. And also, if you've even seen in the two-wheeler sector, this pain is there. What is happening in Hero MotoCorp? I'm sure a lot of you read the headlines where a lot of senior members of the management of Hero MotoCorp have resigned, put in their papers and have stepped down after the chairman had a town hall meeting where he dressed them down and told them that he has an eye on all of them, meaning that he's able to see the non-performers in the company, which has led to a lot of top brass of Hero MotoCorp resigning and leaving. So why is this happening? Because there's a lot of pain in the market. There's a lot of churning in the market going on. Companies which were in leadership positions now are sliding down. Companies which are down are trying to move up. So this transition is happening in our car market and in our two-wheeler market. So companies like Hero MotoCorp, Tata Motors are companies which we have been considering. They may come into some more consideration as this pain expands. So this is the main thing I wanted to bring to you. Are we going to see a recovery in Tata Motors? Not anytime soon. Are we going to see a recovery in Hero MotoCorp? Not anytime soon. This pain is going to last for more than a few quarters. It might even last for a few years till we really see a turnaround in this. As far as EV vehicles are concerned, the biggest problem seems to be in recharging these vehicles. In India especially, there are not enough recharging points, recharging what we call locations. So if you buy an EV vehicle, recharging does seems to be still a problem in India. That's why even the Tata Motors came in the news a few weeks back. They're still investigating on how to sell more IC engines. They were all gun-ho and they are still gun-ho in the long term in selling electric vehicles. There's no change in that. But till electric vehicle comes into full swing adoption throughout the country and throughout the world, we still need to sell vehicles. People still need vehicles. So till this transition happens, it's going to take some time. And even in America, which is the world's largest economy, we've been hearing what Trump is saying. He wants oil companies to drill some more. He is loosening the reins around oil companies and is encouraging more oil production and encouraging IC engine in cars. It's very funny that it's happening there because Tesla is a EV company and they have Donald Trump's ear. He's even trying to pitch Tesla cars and trying to sell it to the public like a car salesman, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen. But the situation is this: oil is here to stay, and more consumers, if you see in the market, especially in India, are opting for hybrid because they're not sure on how viable electric vehicles are going to be in India considering the current infrastructure. So the consumer mindset seems to be set on hybrid. This is what the Japanese have been saying for some time. If you notice Toyota and you notice Honda, they have been focusing more on hybrid than on EV for the simple reason because they could see this trend in the market that yes, electric vehicles are safer for the environment, maybe better for the environment, climate change, all that is true. But at the end of the day, it should be logistically possible for you to take your car and drive it whenever you want, wherever you want. And this in India is very, very true. That if you buy a car, especially EV, you would like to go down south, run around Tamil Nadu, or you'd like to head to Kerala when you feel like it, A lot of us, when we head out for the weekend, suddenly have change of heart, suddenly see something on Google or on Instagram and we feel like taking a turn and going somewhere else. All that flexibility right now with EV is not there. Of course, BYD has made massive news yesterday or day before it came out that they have managed to crack recharging technology for their cars. Like how in phone nowadays we say we have fast charging, super fast charging, that phones within you charge for 5 minutes, 50% of your battery is charged in 5 minutes. Same way BYD is saying they have cracked the secret code which allows you to recharge a BYD car very rapidly, like filling gas in a petrol tank. So you go into a recharging facility with this new BYD technology, you can recharge within 5-10 minutes and get enough charge in your vehicle that you can be out on the road again very soon. If that comes and if it's true and it catches on, it is going to revolutionize EV vehicles for sure. But these are all usually said, but actually coming into market and coming to being adopted does take time. So till that point of time, people still need vehicles, and those vehicles are going to be IC engine, is what Tata Motors feels and a lot of other car manufacturers feel. So though there's going to be disruption in electric vehicles, thanks to Tesla coming in, and the news from Tesla seems to be they'll be launching their affordable economic model, so-called economic model in India, the Y model or whatever that model is called, hoping to capture some attention in India with that rather than their high-end vehicles. That seems to be their strategy entering into India. But the thing seems to be very clear in the Indian car market is that IC engines are here to stay. EV is going to take much longer to adopt, and the companies which we are pegging on, such as Tata Motors or Mahindra and Mahindra for, another consideration for EV vehicles, these are going to take a lot longer than we initially thought of. So what do we do as investors? We take these opportunities and we keep sipping at them. Tata Motors is a great brand, they have a great management, and they have a great product line. And these things which we're talking about, EV and IC engines and steel prices and tariffs, are all temporal and may have an impact in the market in the short term of 2 to 3 years. If you're planning to invest in these companies and hold on to them like we've been talking about for 5, 10, 15 years plus, we are at a great opportunity to buy these companies at a bargain. Even Hero MotoCorp will recover and will pivot and change. These things always happen in any form of growth. Like I was talking to my team before the video started, like how we till the soil. Why do we till the soil? To disturb the soil. So new nutrition and oxygenation of the soil creates opportunities for fresh things to grow. This is true in leaderships in companies. This is true for products in companies. This kind of churning is always good, though it will be very turbulent at the time when it does happen. And it may look a little scary as an investor if you have already invested in these companies, wondering are they doing the right thing. What you should focus on is, one is debt, the other is management, and 3 is vision and the product line which these companies have. In these 3 categories, I would say Tata Motors ticks all the boxes rightly, and even Hero MotoCorp right now looks like it. It's doing all the right things. So when you have a little tiffin coffee money and you would like to consider them, do consider them at that level. Now and then picking up one stock here and there is the way to go. I would not advise on dropping the whole monthly budget into any auto company or auto sector completely. I would suggest that you keep taking tiffin coffee here and there and keep consolidating. Do not keep investigating your portfolio over and over again. The only reason you should be looking at your portfolio is keeping an eye that your percentage of your portfolio is in gold. That is the only thing you should worry about. Don't worry about diversification too much, and don't worry about am I buying enough stock in each company enough. Don't try to do all that weightage. Instead, if you see an opportunity in the market which you like, do think about buying that in tiffin coffee range and try and keep at least 5 to 10% of your portfolio weightage in gold. That means if you have 100 rupees invested in the market, at least 5 to 10 rupees should be in gold. So now and then when you do see a shortfall in gold, try and consolidate and buy some more gold. That's what I did today. If you were following me on Instagram, you would have heard me saying that today I was buying completely gold bees. My budget completely went on gold bees. And that's fine, because I realized when I was looking at my portfolio, my gold had slipped and it was below where I'd like it to be, like what I'm preaching, that it should be at least 5%. I realized it was a bit below that. So today, instead of looking at other stocks and other things, I bought gold. And I was telling someone else, or one of our viewers, like I said yesterday, opportunities are there every day in the market. Don't sit and hyper-analyze it and saying everything is green today, so I'm not buying. That is not a very good way to look. Same way saying everything is red today, so I'm buying everything is also not a good way to look. We're not in any lunch or coffee ranges, like one of our viewers was asking me. have we reached lunch coffee ranges, because we are seeing so much of correction. The FIIs today, I had put up the screenshot of what the FII and DIS did, and they had bought net buyers yesterday, marginally, around 400 crores, I think, was the amount they were been marginally buying into. Those are not big numbers, and those are not consistent numbers. So one of you were asking me, has the FII selling has bottomed out? Now, are we going to see a turnaround? We are nowhere near any such turnaround. Turnaround has to be based on data, not on feelings. We do not invest in the market based on feelings. We invest based on markets on numbers, data, and data points are not pointing at that. If anything, there is more uncertainty in the market. If you see the rupee and the dollar, it's not in any position where it gives us any certainty. Today, the rupee has slightly weakened again by 8 or 10 paise, but before that, it had been having a strong run and has come all the way down to 86. From 88, the RBI intervened and brought it down to 87. And we were thinking it's going to go back to 88 in a short term. But it didn't. It's come down to 86 because of what Trump is doing. The Fed may now decide to cut rates. Everyone is sitting and waiting for the Fed. If the Fed decides to cut rate, the dollar will again push back northward to 87, 88. I don't know. Or the Fed might decide to hold it, and we'll have to wait and watch. So these things are all very fluid. What seems to be apparent is, because of the uncertainty in the market, gold seems to be getting stronger and stronger. First, we were touching $3,000. Now we have crossed $3,000 very comfortably, and $3,000 is behind us. And a lot of you did ask, like, Dana, why are you measuring gold always in dollars? Why are you not talking about in rupees? Because, like Anand said, even Nifty returns, everything you should always check in dollars, because that is what the reserve currency of the world is, and that tells you clearly how much you are making. Because the rupee's inflation and deflation can change your perception of what profit you're really making, because the strength of your purchasing power seems to be depreciating a lot faster than you notice. So if you look at it in dollars, it's far more stable. So that's why we keep looking at dollars. So keep this in mind, like what I said about auto sector. Tomorrow when the markets open again, if you see opportunities, do think about dipping and buying in small ranges, as I was saying. Other than that, nothing else more to say. I hope you have a wonderful day and I had a wonderful evening. See you again tomorrow with another video. And like I said in the previous video with Anand, the team is desperately trying to break this algorithm which is working against them. They want you to push all those buttons down there and like and subscribe and turn on bell notification and write even comments, even terrible comments about me you can write, I don't mind. It supposedly helps the algorithm. So do sit and do all that for us and support our team of 10-15 boys and one girl who are working here to help them feel a little better tomorrow morning when they'll see those numbers moving northward again. Thanks for watching Bridge as always. See you tomorrow with another one. Bye.